Hi everybody, I'm Joyce Rapezzi from My Craft Room. Thank you so much for stopping by today for this great Christmas in July event. If you don't know about My Craft Room, we are an online shop now, but we also do lots and lots of shows around the country. So if we haven't met you yet, I sure hope we do one of these days. Our website is mycraftroom.com. We're in Beverly Hills, Michigan. If anybody is close-ish by, you're welcome to stop by and shop in the basement here. We sell lots of different brands that we think are pretty cool. We sell lots of Altenew, Pink Fresh Studios, Creative Expressions from the UK, and Catherine Pooler. Tootie Designs is a dye company based in the U.S. Great dyes and great prices, so you really should check them out. And coming soon to My Craft Room, you will see honeybee stamps and dyes. So, lots to choose from. We do have a show special for this event. The special is 20% off everything on our website, and there's yarn there too, by the way. 20% off everything except kits and heat laminators. The kits are already heavily discounted, so you don't need the coupon for those. And the laminator is something that we sell mostly at the shows. We don't sell a lot of them online, to be perfectly honest with you, because they're a little pricey to ship. But you do need one for the technique that we're going to do today. So if you don't have one, I'm thrilled to sell you one. But we have it listed on our website twice. Once if you're in the area and can come by and pick it up, and then a second time for those of you that need it shipped. This is a Swingline Inspire Plus machine. It is a great little workhorse. We love it. And if you can't get it from us, go on Amazon. If you got a Prime membership, you can probably buy one there and get it shipped for free. So the kit that we're featuring today is a $53 retail value. We're selling it for $39, which is almost 25% off. And it's got really everything you need except cardstock to make these two cards I'm going to show you. What's in the kit is this die from Tootie Designs. This is their Madonna die. And the Deer Snowflake Scene from Cottage Cuts. Gorgeous die. A package of the Thermoweb Decofoil toner paper. There's 3 8.5 by 11-inch sheets in here. For the standard A2 card, you can probably get 12 cards out of this package alone. We've got a tube of the Decofoil gold shattered glass foil, which is so pretty and sparkly, and their lapis watercolor. And this is kind of a mottled silver gold turquoise color. And that's all you need to make these two cards. Now, I don't know if you can see very well. It's challenging to film foiling because of the glare. But these two cards can be made from just these materials and some cardstock. So what we're going to do, and let me first, I guess I should tell you about this toner paper, because this is the magic that makes it happen. The toner paper is just cardstock that's completely covered with black toner ink, the kind of ink you'd get from a laser printer. If you have a laser printer at home, you can try making your own. I've had mixed results myself. But that's what this is. And it does also, by the way, come in a peel and stick version. So if you're cutting something really intricate and you want the adhesive already on the back, you can get the peel and stick kind. But what we're going to do today is we're going to take this, put it face up on my Big Shot, lay the die face down, And we're just going to run it through and cut out the die. And forgive the cracking noise if it does. Good, now it's not gonna. Whoop. Okay. So now we have cut out the die. And as always, we're going to just have to do a little poke in here to get rid of all the little extra bits. Doesn't usually take too long with this. Hopefully you've all got a nice sharp pokey tool at home. If you don't, we sell a good one. All right, so now what's going to happen is I'm going to run this die cut now through the heat laminator. Any heat laminator will work, but there are some laminators that are cold. So if that's what you happen to have, I think Xyron makes a cold laminator, that won't work. You need the heat, because when we run this through, make sure I got all the little bits, the heat and the pressure in the laminator are going to kind of melt this ink, and that's what makes the foil stick. So you need the heat. Okay. Next thing we got to do is we put together just a little folder. Now this is parchment paper. You could use copy paper, just something thin, just to keep everything nice and together going through the laminator. I put a piece of scrap cardstock in, and then I'm going to take my die cut, lay it down face up, black side up, and then I'm going to take a piece, oh, getting ahead of myself, almost forgot something. If you noticed on this card, the deer is a different color. The deer is the gold. The background here is all the lapis foil. So what we're going to do is we're going to just snip this deer right at his feet. We're going to just snip him out of the scene. And he's got one little spot up here at his antlers too we've got to snip. Okay, so now we're just going to foil this part one more time. Black side up with the die cut, pretty side up with the foil. And that's the lapis. We close the folder and we're going to feed it into the laminator with the folded edge first. Now, I just took a little extra off with his foot, so we don't need that. So I have a nice navy piece of Star Dream cardstock here. The Paper Cut sells it. If you want to check them out online. And I'm just going to mat this kind of creamy pearlescent mat on the front of the card. All right, so now our background is all done. Now, a little advice, when you're foiling, you want to take your time and slowly peel the foil away from your die cut, so that if for any reason you didn't get good adhesion, you can just lay it right back down and it'll be good to go through a second time. But this went through just fine. So next we've got to foil the deer. We're going to lay him in the same folder, black side up, pretty side up with the foil. Let me move this. Feed that in, folded edge first. And while that's cooking, we're just going to run a little, and I'm using the Gina K Connect glue here. we're just going to run a little bit around the edges of the die cut. Now, I'm going behind the trees and behind the snowflakes, but I'm not going to put any right here. I want to be able to tuck the deer's legs in that spot. All right. So now I'm just going to lay this down. Take our little deer. Same thing. Whoop. I was going to say peel the foil away slowly, but he jumped right off of there. So now all we got to do is put a little glue on him, and I'm just going to tuck him right in there. Just like just like that. And there you go. Now that is pretty quick, I think, to make a Christmas card this sparkly. All right. Second card. We're going to do this a little differently. We are going to foil this whole piece of toner paper before we cut anything. And I'll show you why. So we're just laying the foil in, again, black side up on the toner paper, pretty side up on the foil. We're going to run this through. And I could sing for you while we're waiting, but I think you'd probably prefer I don't. So the idea here is, if you look at the card, you see the sparkly gold matte. So rather than use twice as much toner paper to make this card, what we're going to do is we're going to cut the Madonna out of this foiled piece, just like this. Just crank it on through. And this becomes our mat. So we're just gonna run a little glue around the edges. And this saves us a whole lot of toner paper. And no one will ever know that there's a hole in the middle of it. Then all we got to do is pop her out of here. Okay, Madonna. Fortunately, she's leaving all the little bits behind, which is a nice thing. All right. So now, with this card, all we got to do is glue her down. Actually, we can put this right on the front of the card first. I'm going to lay this layer right over our foiled piece. Make sure I've got everything out of there. Yep. And then we're just going to dot some adhesive around her. And frankly, sometimes it's easier to just put some glue on your finger. like that. And there you go. Another really quick Christmas card. So, what else can I tell you about foiling? There's lots of ways to do it. I love this way. The toner paper is pretty inexpensive. This package of 3 sheets is $3.99. The peel and stick is a little more. It's $2.99. Sorry. It's 2 sheets. So it runs a little more. And now I'm drawing a blank on how much it is. But be sure to take a look on the website, because, you know, even if you're not interested in foiling, there's some just amazing things from Altenew and Pink Fresh, and like I say, lots of other of our favorite brands. So stop by, have a look around, have a wonderful time with all these great Christmas projects that you're watching today, and I hope we see you next time. Thanks so much.